Shine Muscat is not just another grape, it is a luxury agricultural product engineered through years of selective breeding, and it has become one of the most profitable horticultural success stories in recent history. Today we are breaking down what Shine Muscat truly is, what makes it expensive, and how this fruit reshaped premium produced trends across Asia and beyond. Shine Muscat is considered one of the most scientifically refined fruits in the modern commercial fruit trade. While most grapes sold in supermarkets are treated as affordable, high-volume produce with minimal branding identity, Shine Muscat belongs to the opposite category: low-yield, high-value, visually selective, and precision-grown fruit designed to meet a certain prestige threshold. Shine Muscat was originally developed in Japan through selective hybridization, using Muscat-type aromatic grapes and firm-textured seedless grapes. The objective was simple: produce a cultivar that could carry intense sweetness, maintain texture during logistics, exhibit muscat fragrance, and keep edible skin without bitterness. Achieving all of these traits simultaneously required multiple trial generations. Japan has a history of high-grade fruit development. Melon, strawberry, giant pear, and square watermelon industries already showed that fruit can function as a luxury gifting object. Shine Muscat, however, succeeded not just locally but internationally. Genetic heritage and agronomic features. Shine Muscat belongs to Vitis vinifera, yet within this classification its hybrid properties differentiate it from conventional wine grapes and generic table grapes. It demonstrates high brix sugar level beyond traditional cultivars, very stable cell structure, slow enzymatic breakdown of skins, retained crunch even after transportation, aromatic compounds similar to Muscat wine grapes. Unlike most green grapes, Shine Muscat does not exhibit tart skin or noticeable acidity. The average brix rating of standard seedless grapes ranges from 14 to 16. Shine Muscat frequently reaches 20 to 23. Because sugar accumulation is genetic rather than fertilizer dependent, exporters are able to maintain consistent sweetness year-round. Farming protocols and controlled environments. Shine Muscat cannot simply be planted outdoors and expected to produce commercial-grade clusters. Japan established greenhouse-driven, micro-regulated farming systems. Many farms measure calcium to magnesium absorption balance, irrigation cycles responsive to solar index, leaf canopy ratios, UV screening over the clusters, precise thinning to regulate cluster shape. Bunches are thinned manually, often removing individual berries so that final clusters remain uniform. This ensures even nutrient distribution. A typical supermarket cluster may contain irregular grape sizes. Shine Muscat clusters are nearly symmetrical. Single cluster bagging is common. Farmers cover each bunch with a breathable paper bag to prevent insects, maintain bloom coating, and minimize dehydration. The high-cost structure. Shine Muscat pricing is not only caused by marketing, the production overhead is inherently expensive. Labor intensity is significantly higher than other grape categories. Japan's agricultural labor costs are among the highest worldwide. Electricity consumption for temperature-stable greenhouse environments adds substantial operational cost. Packaging is another factor. Fruit is not shipped casually. Premium Shine Muscat is transported inside shock-protective casing, humidity-controlled crates, and sometimes satin-lined boxes. Retailers transform fruit into a status symbol. Early auction stories magnified its prestige. A single cluster selling for price levels comparable to designer clothing created psychological value. Consumers developed an association between Shine Muscat and ceremonial gift culture, sensory behavior and eating experience. The sensory characteristics of Shine Muscat place it among the strongest candidates for the concept of fruit as confectionery. Its sweetness closely resembles refined sugar candy but without syrup residue. When biting through the skin, the fruit offers an audible snap. The pulp does not dissolve into mush, it fractures cleanly. The aroma is distinctly muscat-like but far smoother than traditional European muscat. There are floral top notes, mild honey undertones, and a cooling finish. This combination is rarely achieved in mass-market grapes. Export expansion beyond Japan. South Korea rapidly adopted Shine Muscat cultivation and eventually began exporting. Korean Shine Muscat lines often target extremely high sweetness levels. China accelerated development at an industrial scale, utilizing vast agricultural zones and labor availability. Regions where Shine Muscat is currently being produced. Japan as original licensed source. South Korea with boutique refinement. China with mass export volume. Australia in controlled vineyards. Canada through greenhouse projects, New Zealand with experimental lots. While the fruit grows elsewhere, Japanese Shine Muscat still commands superiority pricing due to original certification and perceived authenticity. Nutritional value and biochemical components. Shine Muscat contains meaningful levels of vitamin C, vitamin K, dietary fiber, polyphenols, and antioxidative micronutrients. Scientific interest focuses on phenolics located primarily in the skin. Studies indicate that the grape's protective compounds influence oxidative behavior at cellular level. Although these findings are not conclusive enough for medical claims, they differentiate Shine Muscat nutritionally from ordinary table grapes. Consumer psychology and market behavior. Shine Muscat benefits from emotional marketing. Social media platforms helped amplify desire. High-resolution macro photography created visual fascination. Consumers perceive perfection even before tasting. Transparent packaging and green tone aesthetics align visually with purity, premium health symbolism, and minimalism. As an experience, buyers pay for precision farming, rarity, and upscale presentation. It positions fruit similarly to bakery patisserie, specialty chocolate, or premium tea. Cultural symbolism. Japan regards fruit as a refined gift object. It communicates respect, gratitude, celebration, and hospitality. Shine Muscat, due to its symmetrical geometry and spotless skin, merges perfectly into the cultural niche. Gifting a flawless fruit cluster implies preparation, selection, intention, and hierarchy. Therefore, Shine Muscat often appears in business gifting, weddings, seasonal festivals, and formal household visits. Future agricultural direction. Shine Muscat has the ability to transform expectation standards for grapes worldwide. Industry predictions estimate that within 5 to 10 years, a measurable portion of premium fruit shelves will transition toward controlled environment-grown cultivars similar to Shine Muscat. Wineries may eventually launch Muscat-style products derived exclusively from Shine Muscat extractions. If stabilized, Shine Muscat could become one of the few grape varieties equally dominant across eating, gifting, and boutique wine segments.